Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Foxy98 here, and welcome back to a brand new video for you guys today here on the channel. Today we're back with my F1 2013 career modes, part 6 now here for the Monaco Grand Prix, and yeah, we're looking forward to this race. And as you can see, we're here and we're driving for the Lotus. Before we get into today's episode, we're going to go into the emails, we're going to go into the team challenge data. You can see that we're doing perfect against Kimi Räikkönen, but we're just not that good in qualifying. And now what I decided to do is, last episode I was complaining basically that I just wasn't, I don't know the tracks properly, I don't know how to drive the cars right, how to make it all work and stuff, until I'm in the race when I start really getting used to the cars. And I've simply just decided I don't even care, I'm just going to go straight into it. It makes it more of a challenge if I keep starting down the back of the grid. Whatever, overtaking's fun, so yeah, it provides more action. So for Monaco, we're going to be having a dry race, which is brilliant. I'd rather not have a wet. It will make me cry in my sleep. And yeah, apart from that, we're going to go quickly into the Drivers' Championship. You can see that Vettel is currently the championship leader ahead of myself, Alonso, Rosberg, Massa, Hamilton, Raikkonen, Webber, Button, and Hülkenberg. In the Constructors' Championship, it is Ferrari ahead of Red Bull, ahead of Lotus. But without further ado, let's get into qualifying. Let's see if we can have a good race and crack on. What's the point in me, like I said many times? Oh my god, I hate qualifying in this game. It's impossible to qualify. Oh my god. Hamilton gets pole ahead of Alonso. Button somehow gets third. Hülkenberg has got... Vettel's qualified far down in 8th place. I can't even be asked to qualify in this game. Like, it's really just a joke. Like, I literally just said, you know, oh yeah, I won't do any practice. I'll just go straight into it. Makes overtaking more fun. It's just frustrating than anything. It really is just an absolute pain, because I'm literally pushing, like, I mean, you know, in the end of the lap, yeah, I lost half of my wing, which is inevitable. I'm probably going to crash out in this Grand Prix anyway. But, like, I'm pushing hard, and I'm, like, a million miles off the pace. But then I push the same distance in the race, and yet I don't, I'm like, matching their pace. They really unbalance qualifying in this game. Like, I'm not saying that my lap was strong, but, I mean, the final sector was absolutely horrendous. But, I'm sorry, like, I can push that hard and be the fastest man on track in a race than 3.5 seconds off in quali. That's the point I'm trying to get across in this, but whatever, I mean, what do I do then? Do you know what? I'm going to change strategy. I'm going to go on the primes to start the race. Yep. I'm going to go on the options later in the race. I'm going to bring myself into play later on in the Grand Prix. Let's do it. Let's switch up the strategy. The longer that I can stay out, the race will then come to me that way. Let's switch up the strategy. Let's go on the option, the prime tires to start with. Get on those options at the end. Use the rich mix at the end of the race. That's probably how I'm going to recover from an awful qualifying in 18th place. Let's do it. Come on. I'm going for points in this race. I'm not going to go for top 5, top 3. Not going to go for wins. I'm not going to go for anything stupid like that. I'm simply going for a point. Just the one. I don't care. Just 1 point will do me. Considering I'm all the way down in 18th bloody place. Alright. Option tyres for pretty much everyone. Here we go. That was really scruffy. I had to go off track. There was no chance I was getting back on track. I'll just hit a wall. Contact between some cars. Bloody hell, this first lap couldn't be any more scruffier if it tried. I'll slot myself into... I have no pace at all in this car. You can kind of tell from the way that I'm talking that I just have no motives to carry on racing around Monaco. I've always hated this track. Honestly, I don't understand why people like this track. There's nothing fun about it. Like, I'm just stuck behind this car. Like, the point of motor racing is to make overtakes, not to be stuck behind some puny driver for about 10 years of your life. Shut up, Jeff, honestly. Just shut your mouth. You know what? I'm going to just retire from session. I don't want to race around here. Ooh.
Well done. Fourth on the grid.
Finally!
We have a good chance of a podium.
Finally, in Formula 1, I have managed to qualify normally. I have qualified in 4th place for the Canadian Grand Prix. Nico Rosberg is on pole position. Massa lines up on the front row alongside him. Webber takes 3rd. Myself in 4th. Didn't quite get the final chicane right. You would have seen it. It was a bit messy. Button, Perez, Gutierrez, Sutil, Ricciardo, Jean-Eric Verne. Where's Hamilton? Where's Alonso? And where's Vettel? And where's Raikkonen in all of this? Hamilton qualified down in 16th. Vettel and Alonso are on the back row. What did they do? I don't even know, but the fact that I DNF'd from Monaco literally has given me the perfect opportunity to bounce back here in Canada. This is the first time I've ever had a happy qualifying session. They wanted me to finish 15th and above. Jesus, they knew that my qualifying sucked that badly that they were like, you know what? Let's just, if you qualify, Tom, okay, it's a good session for us. It doesn't matter where, it's good. Alrighty then, we're here for the start of the Canadian Grand Prix. And for the first time this season, we're going to be having some wet weather conditions. This is interesting. So, are we expecting it to dry up? That's the question that we need to go about here. So, it's a 21% chance... Oh, it's a 36% chance of rain in the race, and it's raining, rather than 85% chance of... Whatever. Let's go over to the aero. Oh, wow. You can do a proper full-on setup. Wow, okay. That's brilliant. I didn't even know about this. I'm that stupid that I didn't even... Wow. There's actually so much more you can do in the setup than I anticipated. And you can probably do that. Whatever. Okay. Let's go to the track. Let's do it. Let's have a cracker of a Grand Prix. Let's hope that it does, like... Let's hope it dries up near the end. But we're going to see what we can do. We're starting in 4th place on the grid. My best qualifying this season. So all we got to do is try and get that good start. Vettel, Alonso and Hamilton are all the way down the back of the grid. So they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to come through and get any form of decent points. So if we can win this Grand Prix, Monaco will be behind us. That's the aim. We've got to win the race. And we can do it. We've just got to be strong. So there we are. Rosberg on pole position for the Canadian Grand Prix. Myself in 4th place on the grid. And then my teammates all the way down in 13th. Hamilton there, you can see far down the order as well. Here we go then. Ready for the start of this Grand Prix. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Let's do it. I'm ready. I feel confident for this race. It's been a lightning start for Jensen. I thought it was a lightning start for Jensen Button. He's gone and he's now in my way. I'm going to sort of try and tail around the outside. I think I've made contact with him. I'm not really sure, to be honest. He's alongside me. I thought Webber went for a move for the lead then. It looked like it. I'm in the slipstream of Massa. I might actually be able to get a chance to overtake him here. If I can pick the spot right. Hello. Bit bumpy over the second chicane there, but we're up into 3rd place now in the Canadian Grand Prix, and that is my first overtake of the race so far. Oh, he's just telling me about the DRS being disabled. Alright, fair enough. What I am noticing, though, in this Grand Prix at the moment is the grip levels is improving now. And I'm just wondering, is it crossover point yet? That's the question. Is it the point of crossover? Hamilton's just done an 18.9. Tyres. I'm going to select options. I think the crossover point is now. Alright, I'm coming in. I'm taking the gamble. I think it's crossover point. People are going for inters. I don't think it is. I think it's crossover time. If so, it might be a lap early. But honestly, the grip levels are getting better. I think it is time for dry tyres. Come here, Sergio. He's not going to, don't worry. I feel fast on these tyres. I feel good on them. That's a sure.
There are quite a few cars in the pits right now. Watch out for cars exiting the pits.
What did Webber and Rosberg put on? That's what I want to know.
Pit lane is in the pits.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what the front two are running. I can't check either because the replay cams won't tell me. Will the race director tell me what they're running? They're both running on inters. Perez has gone onto the options with me. Both Rosberg and Webber are not on them. Everyone else is on options in this race. Okay. They're not on the option tyres. Speaking of that, there they go to change. Webber just came in last lap as well. Well, that has gone perfectly. Oh, fastest lap as well for me. Oh, I love it. I love when strategy decisions go my way. I knew it was a crossover point. As soon as I came out of the pits, grip was there. Like, it wasn't as if I couldn't find anything. The grip was all there for me. I definitely have pace on the dry tyres, and now I'm going to exploit it in this race. We're coming towards the last chicane now. That's how you fly it through there. Come on. Let's get into the 16s or 17s, something like that. Yeah, 17-1. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not pitting again, you dumb game. Why'd I pit again? 9.7. Wow. Oh, I love Canada in this game. Get Monaco out of my head. This is the track you want to be racing in F1 2013 to have some real fun. Screw Monaco. No one cares about it. It's the most stupid track ever. Doesn't provide any fun and entertainment. It just provides sun, girls, and boats. That's a man's best dream, but still, nothing to do with racing. Just get me onto Canada. Why have I got the pit window in my face? I don't really need it, to be honest. Cross the line.
Traffic ahead, stay alert. You're increasing your lead over Rosberg by a second a lap.
Thank you, Jeffrey, for the encouraging information there. A second a lap on Rosberg at the moment.
Looks like this is going to be your finishing position, so let's make sure to keep it clean and bring the car home safely.
Shut up, Jeff. I'm pushing right now. I want some fun. And the fastest lap is very fun. Thank you, Jeffrey, for asking.
Fastest lap for the race.
I'm just throwing the car in everywhere right now. That's just too satisfying. I don't even care. That's just far too satisfying to do in this game. And I will just keep setting fastest laps after fastest laps. And I will corner cut for the lols. Because why not? That is just beautiful. Oh god. Back end, stay with me. Yep, Monaco is an absolute disaster. But I don't even care beyond that point. Because Canada is an absolute godland for me. I love this track. And we come across the line now to take the checkered flag to win the Canadian Grand Prix. That is a perfect example of 0 to hero in an episode. Monaco, Go sod yourself. Canada, I love you. I love Montreal. I love this track. We go and set the fastest lap as well on the final lap to set a 1:15.9, finishing 15 seconds clear of Nico Rosberg. But funnily enough, you can see it on the bottom of your screens. Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel failed to score a single point, which is actually going to be massive for the championship. I haven't actually checked it, because of course I couldn't. But anyway, going through the classifications then, I've managed to come through and win the Grand Prix ahead of Nico Rosberg, Webber finishing in third, Massa in fourth ahead of Perez, Gutierrez, Jenson Button, Daniel Ricciardo, Sutil and Hulkenberg rounding out the top 10. Alonso finishes in front of Sebastian Vettel ahead of Bottas, Di Resta, Hamilton, nowhere near the pace at all. Vern Maldonado, Raikkonen also way down the order, and then it's the Mauritius and the Caterhams rounding off the grid. So as you can see then, as we look at the Drivers' Championship, I've actually taken the lead of the championship. That's actually quite a big surprise. I honestly didn't think I'd be leading the championship after my DNF in Monaco. But obviously I've just done better in the last two races than Vettel. But we lead the championship by 4 points over Sebastian Vettel. Nico Rosberg is now third in the championship and has overtaken Alonso. Massa lines up in fifth ahead of Hamilton, Webber, Raikkonen, Gutierrez, Button and Hulkenberg. And as we look at the Constructors' Championship, it is Ferrari that lead the way now in the Constructors' Championship ahead of Mercedes-Benz, who are 15 points back. Then it is Red Bull Racing on 21 points back, and then ourselves, the Lotus team, 22 points back. So it's still very close in this championship, and that is it for this episode. This is obviously part 6, but it just has 2 races in it. So in future, guys, if you are confused when it gets to, like, you know, round like 10 or something like that, and it's, you know, the previous race, just remember that I did 2 races in one, because I don't know what it is, man. I just wasn't enjoying Monaco, and quite frankly, I'm just not going to do a race that I'm just not enjoying. It's as simple as that. I do my best to stay away from Monaco. I just don't like the track. There are a lot of YouTubers, and I know them for full well. I'll even name out an example. For example, Ben. He loves Ultimate Monaco. You should know him anyway. He loves Monaco. I watch his videos, and he's like literally cannot wait for Monaco. He's so desperate for that track to come around. And, well, here's the disgusting track it is itself. But yeah, it is one of those tracks where some people are like, cannot wait for the track and know that's where they're going to win. And then there's some tracks where people are like, that's my living hell. And Monaco is just my living hell. And it's as simple as that. But yeah, let's go for our emails then, because considering we haven't actually like properly gone through them because of course of the issues there. So race results data. So this is for, I don't really know what it's for. I think it's for Monaco overall. Yeah, it's for Monaco. So in the team challenge then you can see that we got outraced by Raikkonen. I don't know why it says 2 races, because we've only beaten Raikkonen. Oh, it's because, I don't know why we've, that's a bit weird actually. But yeah, then in terms of, this is the race information for that one. Then we got second win of the season, race results data, going for all of that. Outracing Raikkonen, getting more podiums, just the qualifying. We've managed to out-qualify him once now, and fastest laps we came through. And anyway, Thomas, we've decided to go for a balanced R&D path for the rest of the season. This should mean that we get more parts on a regular basis. We will run this configuration for the rest of the season. If we decide to change the R&D path at any point, we will let you know. Race information then for Silverstone, it's going to be dry. But anyway then, guys, that is going to be it for this episode of my F1 2013 career mode. If you guys have enjoyed it, feel free to drop it a like, subscribe if you are new around here as well to the channel if you enjoy the content you do see. And until then, guys, I will see you next week for the next part. Take care all, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.